4, so you are not an introvert. Okay. I am an introvert. I know a lot of people would be surprised by that. But this is a proven way to involve introverts more, which is to give everybody a little bit of time to do things by themselves before we open it up. That way, everybody's voice can get heard. Otherwise, it's always I would never raise my hand to start a conversation. Would you like to go ahead and tell us, read them out, and I'll group them. I'll be in charge of grouping. All right, Mohan, best tips.
Send a list of things you want to discuss to Dr. Lau before meeting, and also prioritize them.
Ooh, the P word. Yes, that's a good one. Okay, so, okay, go ahead.
And time box each topic of discussion before even you start talking about it.
Nice.
Do you do these things?
I want to do those things.
Yeah, especially you hear me start in a story, you know it's going to be plus 3 or 4 minutes. All right, who's next?
I had come in with points to discuss.
Okay.
This one's somewhat random, but try not to look outside, because since we come in here, from in here to out there, the light actually gets really distracting.
Okay. Okay. Well,
Not distracting, but I just miss the outside.
okay.
And then I have try to reframe what he says to make sure I understand what he's saying.
Ooh. And maybe what I'll do is the best ones we agree on, I can print them up and have them up in there so that we can look at it, and that triggers
He puts it on
you
the window.
thinking about it. That'll be good. Huh?
I just read The Power of Habit, and that makes a lot of sense.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right.
With
Anything
habit
else?
cycle.
Present.
That's it. Okay. Anybody else want to go? Kelvin?
I guess I'll go, yeah.
Yeah, please.
Okay, so this one is get the exact goals for next meeting. It could be the minimum or most like crucial takeaway from the meeting.
Okay.
That helps the progress of the project.
So confirm goals for next meeting,
Mm-hmm.
or next steps, or next meeting.
Next meeting.
Oh, good. All right. Anything else?
This one was ask for the honest opinion on progress and
You don't have to ask for it. It's always coming.
yeah.
No, but to your point is the feedback you're going to get. I think hopefully most of you would agree with this. That I give it to make you better. It's not to make you feel bad. That could be a byproduct of telling you that, but that's not my job. Is to help you get to be the best version of yourself. Right? I'm not going to do that just because I want to see you squirm. But sometimes that could be what's I perceive as necessary to do that. Right? But as you understand that my heart is not in a mean place. Yes, honest criticism. Okay. Okay. Hank, let's go.
So first one, list the questions before the meeting and prioritize them.
Okay. We got that one. Questions beforehand, plus priority. Okay.
Provide some visual prototype if have to receive feedback.
Oh, visual prototypes. All right. That's okay.
Put the problems in the blockers in daily stand-up so that Dr. Locke has a better idea how to help.
Stand up. Blockers. Yeah. Stand up. Okay. Good. All right. Okay.
So first is make a list of the things to go through
Okay.
and prioritize them what to discuss first,
Good.
and have like print out or website or prototype ready,
Prototype. Great.
and take note for to-do items.
Confirm goals. To do items. Good. We're seeing some real good alignment. Good job. Yeah.
I have write down talking points beforehand,
Okay.
and then come with visuals, either prototypes or graphs of data or whatever we're going to talk about.
Yes.
And then I also want to try to anticipate what you're going to ask me in the meeting.
Ooh, nice one. I like that one. That's a good one. Yes. Because this all leads to why you're doing a PhD, right? A lot of the independent thinking would go towards that, so that's good. Okay, so anticipate questions. Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, so I went ahead and put my tips on the next slide, please. A lot of them, right there with you. Number one, coming in with agenda. And let me explain why this is so valuable to me. And this is just to give you some insight into my life and why I can come across as really scattered. We have, we're on 8 NSF NIH grants. That's an enormous amount of different projects that are going on. And so many times whenever I see you, I'm context switching in maybe the last 30 seconds to 1 minute. I try to, when I'm on my drive in, to arrange things, but most of the time, last time I thought about the iVisit project was 30 seconds after you left my office, and I have not thought about it that much or at all since the next time I see you. And that's not because I don't care about the iVisit project, not that I don't care about you. It is whenever I read the stand-ups. Stand-ups are nice because it gives me that little touch, but it really is, there's just so many things that I'm managing. I don't think about your project till the next time I see you and the stand-up. So it's really great when you come in with the agenda and don't assume that I remember what your study design is, because not that I don't care about your study, and I really do. I'm just managing a lot of stuff, man, and I'm getting older, right? So agendas work really well. I added OKRs because those are longer term goals. Those are like 3-month goals. And I think that's one place that our group struggles a little bit, is those 3-month out goals. I think we've gotten better at the near term stuff, but the longer stuff is out. So Trello, using some project management, I can't drive it. You all, if you want to use something like Trello, you driving it would be great. I find it very, very useful. Proposing ideas, you already came up with that. Stand up with details. The thing about stand-ups that helped me is don't just say we had a meeting. Like, I know we had a meeting. That doesn't help me and doesn't really help anybody else other than, oh look, you did something, right? What would be more useful is if you come away with what's the pull away message, right? Hey, that's why I try to do that whenever I say I met with Hang. The big thing that would help everybody learn is we discussed X, or Kelvin, we discussed Y, or something. So something. So it would be more useful for everybody to know more than that Kelvin and I met. That doesn't help you or me or anybody else, other than they know you were doing something. But that's not the goal of stand-ups, right? It's to say, hey, Kelvin and I met. The one thing that you got out of it was to confirm with our collaborators what that thing is, because somebody else could read that and go, oh, maybe I should do that with mine, right? So if that'd be the one thing with the stand-ups, is to, again, do the why, not just the what. And most of you, I think in our meetings today, we've talked about how important that is. That way we can help other people out. Okay?